Mic check. Drop, hold mics like ponytails tight and bobble ops. Stop, stick around, come through and dig the sound of the fly brown 6060 cycle. Who throws a dick around? Bound to go through plat. Came to destroy rap. It's an intricate plot of a b-boy strap.
This is gonna be interesting.
Well, this sounds fun. Plus, it's a girl, so I know she's not gonna like murder someone. You know?
Did I say her name?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep that out then. I'm gonna keep that out. Let me just respond real quick because I'll forget. Hi, I'm Emily. I'm going to say it before.
In so many ways. Alex has top-notch equipment in her store.
I don't know why I did this. What am I doing? I could have just gotten 2 road mics and fucking stood in the middle of this room with no furniture. It's fine.
It's a vibe.
It's good. It's gonna get better.
Liquid Death doesn't fucking sponsor you in the year of 2025. Never mind.
I'll give everything to somebody else that deserves it, because you pull up a Ouija board. I'm not summoning demons.
I'm gonna Luigi it.
Oh. Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Way worse.
Oh my god! I was like, a Ouija board. Well, I don't get down like that.
I don't get down like that either.
That scares me.
I don't even know if it's real, but I don't get down like that.
Listen, did I tell you what happened to me?
With a Ouija board?
No, at the hotel in Austin.
No.
I didn't tell you about that.
Oh.
I got haunted by ghosts. Oh my god.
You got on Kill Tony. That kind of overshadowed anything else that happened.
Probably, I guess. Well, the ghost overshadowed everything else for me because it was terrifying. So, I was staying at the hotel and I get back after Creek in the Cave at it was the night before I'm supposed to leave. Mm. It was 2 a.m. It was late as fuck. I was tired. And I'm walking down through the garage and I see this older couple, they're in their 70s and they're dressed from top to bottom in these flapper clothes. But it's the lady was wearing a bright, I don't even know if my memory is so foggy about it. I don't even know if purple, blue are the first 2 things that pop into my mind. Or red too for some reason. But then the guy next to her was they were same age, and he was wearing, you know how everyone wears ties now? He was wearing a bow tie.
Yeah.
And that specifically stood out to me. And I'm like, okay, these people went to a costume party, but it's not around costume time. So I'm like, what's going on?
I will say,
yeah, Austin
does have a lot of random costume moments. I have been passed by a ninja and the Mandalorian.
Okay, so it's not
on the street randomly.
Okay,
unrelated, in a totally off season for either of those.
All right, so Austin's just weird, right? Everyone's dressed up.
Austin weird.
Yeah, I'm gonna start dressing. I'm gonna start dressing up every time I go there now. Ninja Turtle. I'm just gonna
Sometimes when I'm wearing, I don't know if they're just more, I don't know if a liberal outfit is a thing, but sometimes people will just tell me I look very Austin, and that slightly offends me. I don't know why.
I don't know. I think I don't know.
When I wear my overalls, I get it a lot.
Yeah, I could see that. Especially with the purple hair and the overalls together is what brings it. Because just overalls, I'd be okay, it's just some country lady. I don't know.
I could work a farm with purple hair.
But with the purple hair, you're just okay, maybe she'll pick up a bale of hay, but she'll also probably vote for Kamala Harris. Who knows?
She didn't vote at all.
She didn't even vote.
She didn't even vote.
Yeah.
Did not do that.
No, yeah. So that makes sense. People dress up and shit, right? So in this building, though, so this is where it gets creepy. I'll try to be quick. But in this building, basically, there's only one entrance after 5 p.m. because there's an entrance through the office. It's like a realty office that's open during the day. And that entrance through, like, you have to use a card to get into the elevator.
Okay.
I see him walk into the parking garage, and I'm going towards the only entrance there is. I get in the elevator. I go up. Immediately as I go up, I walk around the corner. I see them walk around the corner on the 3rd floor.
Weird. Okay,
Yeah.
That's creepy.
Then it
But-
gets even weirder. It gets even weirder. I start to freak out internally because I knew I just saw them downstairs. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm watching them like like I'm staring at these people in the eyes. I'm like, now I'm probably starting to creep them out, right? At
that
this
would be
point.
funny though if you scared your ghosts.
I was freaking out. Yeah. So they get right up to me. And when I go to try to catch a glimpse of their faces, I look over, my door's open to my room.
Ew, I don't like that.
I walk in.
I wouldn't like that even if there wasn't a ghost.
And grab a knife because I'm staying at like a studio thing and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So yeah, pretty sure I saw ghosts. Freaked me out. Yeah, never staying at that hotel ever
What
again.
hotel was it?
It was
some
it was Sonder on 5th in Austin.
Oh, okay. It was
East
downtown. Yeah,
5th.
I guess you did like you didn't have to Uber a lot because you were downtown already.
Yeah, and it was where's the it was right by the train tracks. I'm like, oh, there's always dead people by train tracks.
There are a lot people in when the Bright Line got put in here. Lots of deaths since the Bright Line got put in
Yeah.
Melbourne.
I'm surprised more people that keep threatening suicide haven't jumped in front of it yet.
They do. That's well, that or
Jesus.
I don't even know if it's that or if it's just like I've heard a lot of people like trying to beat it, if that makes sense. Like they're like, it's not that fast.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're basically like, yeah, I'm going to kill myself right now. I get scared.
But if I don't, it's a really cool story.
I get scared. Because now it's like when those lights go down, you're like, fuck.
Yeah, because
I never had that thought before.
They do have like regular like trains still on those tracks, so it's funny because you really don't know what it's gonna be.
I don't know. Yeah, it's crazy. When do you you're in Austin right now, right?
I am.
Yeah. So where are you? Are you in downtown or are you?
No, I live like in the.
You don't need to be like specific.
No, I just
I'm
live
just
in the
curious.
like southeast side, I guess. Like not super south, just like I'm like 10 minutes from downtown.
Okay, so you're like I guess that's what I was trying to find out, like how close. So you like driving or walking? Like
Driving.
you could drive, yeah.
Yeah, I don't walk places because the homeless in Austin are like just so insane, and also like even the difference of walking on 6th Street when I'm with a guy and when I'm not with a guy, I'm like I'm not walking anywhere in this fucking city.
Yeah, I got nervous just walking to East 5th, just under that overpass too, because a lot of the homeless people hang out over there too.
Yeah, that's the thing is there will be like big areas where I'm like, I'm totally fine here. And then you just like come across a corner, you're like, this is the corner. This is the corner they attack me at.
Have you had like a close like instance yet?
I don't think so. I've had like, I don't like when I know a homeless person is behind me and they start running. And I know that they're like, logically, I'm like, they're probably just going to run right past me.
Mm-hmm.
But I do have this fear that they're not going to run right past me. They're just going to run right into me.
Yeah.
But no, I don't think I've ever really had anything crazy happen with a homeless person. I've seen some people step in homeless people shit, and I really don't want that to happen. I don't want to step in human poop.
Oh my God.
I don't want to do that.
Or even shit in general, but
Shit
human
in
shit's
general,
like,
but
yeah.
like when it's dog shit, I'm like, it's a dog. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah. Human
or like
shit
the
is
horse
just
shit
like, yeah.
is kind of gross. That's downtown because the horse, but like horse shit is like you see, it's mostly hay, so you're like,
Yeah, it's like
you're
thick.
looking at it, you're like, I know that's horse shit.
Yeah. Nobody's gonna shit that much in the street. It takes two people to shit as much as one horse, I think.
It's kind of crazy though that they don't like have like, I don't know, somebody take somebody from the jail to volunteer to like pick up the shit behind.
That
all
makes
the
sense.
horses.
Somebody from jail, yeah. Well, who would it be if we had to pick? Okay, so
Well, it can't be some.
a pedophile.
It can't be somebody violent or that could run. It can't be somebody
Okay.
like.
So like a robber, like a light robbery,
Yeah, maybe a drug dealer.
a drug dealer. Who else does like a light crime? Traffic violation?
Fraud.
Fraud? That's a little heavy of a crime depending, I guess. Hawk to a coin, that's big fraud. I didn't even read on that.
I don't even
I
know
assumed
what
it
that
was
is.
fake news.
I just saw something on, I think it was Instagram. It was like an AI ad, basically. Like you could talk to Hawk Tua, but the like image they had of her, I was like, is that what she thinks? Is that what she thinks she looks like?
Yeah.
It was like Barbie.
What?
I was like, no.
Here, pull this down a little bit. I don't want you to want people to see your beautiful face. That was funny. Yeah, I don't
That's how
know.
I look at Billy
It's
when he says stupid shit like that.
yeah. I was what was I doing? I was watching Bert Kreischer and what's his name? I can't believe I just said what's his name to Tom Segura. Bert Kreischer and Tom Segura on their podcast, and they were talking about it, and I was thinking about it before, but I'm gonna make a point because obviously other people have said it. So he was saying basically the same thing. Like, it seems like, somebody gets like super rich and famous really quickly, and they don't understand the business aspect of how shady people are. And this is not going where you think it might be going. I don't want to talk about anything weird on here. I forgot to mention that. Yeah, that just got weird. I'm gonna cut all this out. I like want to talk to you about shit and I can't.
We're also catching up.
I can't because I'm like, I can cut. I don't have to cut this out because I haven't even said anything yet. But it's like, I want to talk to you about shit. So anyways, shady people are like in the business and they take advantage of people that don't understand. So like, he was basically saying like, yeah, you got a bunch of like older dudes that are like, hey, we're going to make this for you. You're going to be the face of it. And then it's just going to like fuck you over completely. People gotta be smarter, though.
I feel like it's like obvious to me though.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like everybody, like, I don't know, how do you not know that like fame equals like, yeah, there's gonna be a bunch of fucking shitty people
That's
around.
what I'm saying. Like, how don't but they were like, people were feeling sympathetic for that, and I'm just like, but you have to be smart. Like, you can't be oblivious to being. I mean, come on.
And if you find yourself like at any point in time being oblivious, then you need to hire someone that's not.
Yeah.
Like a manager.
Yeah.
And not like a shitty one.
Yeah, exactly.
Or like a family member. I hate when I find out someone's manager is just like a family member.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's terrible.
Yeah.
That's gonna end poorly.
Yeah. Let's talk about it. Which family members? Since we're going there, we'll talk about shady people everywhere. No. Yeah, no. No, I think it's ridiculous. I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
You smoked.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. I smoked too much. So how was Kill Tony? I watched it.
Bad?
It. It was not bad. I watched. So when you sent it to me,
fucking laugh out.
When you sent it to me, you sent me just your clip, just your portion, right? And that's all I watched. So I didn't watch.
That's all I got sent.
Yeah. So I didn't watch. I'm just like from the perspective. I didn't watch anything else. So just this Saturday, I watched the whole. I sat down and watched the whole thing, and I'm like, it is not bad at all. Like, it's not bad at all. Like, you're literally just like the only part where I was getting nervous for you was when you wouldn't answer how long you had been doing stand up for. Because I was like,
because I didn't. I
but
knew as soon as I said the question, I was gonna just hear. I wasn't like, I knew as soon as I said it, I was gonna hear a lot of boos. And so I was like, I knew he was going to be annoyed by me not answering right away, but I was like, fuck that. I'm going to give a little context. Because it's not like I just woke up one day and was like, I'm going to sign up for Kill Tony. Like, I mean, I shouldn't have signed up for Kill Tony. But I don't know. I've been around comedy for a little bit now.
Yeah.
And I think having to work 2 years working at a place that does open mics, watching the sausage get made qualifies me to get signed up for Kill Tony.
Yeah, so that's what I was saying. Like, you didn't really get to give like the full context as to why you were like saying that, because like that's the thing is I was watching. I was like,
followed up on that.
Yeah, I was like, she doesn't even get to say like why or like. So it's like
they never followed up on that. Yeah, then they just wanted. Well, I mean, then I sang. The singing is bad. But. Not to make any excuses, but I could not hear me or the band.
Yeah. And then you
I
know
couldn't
you
hear
black
me.
out too,
Yeah,
almost.
I
Really,
didn't-
like you don't know how to
I
respond.
remember
Yeah.
talking to you after your Kill Tony thing, and you like your appearance, and you couldn't really recap it for me, and I didn't really get that. And then I got off that stage, and I was like, don't know what just happened.
Yeah.
Don't know what just happened, but I didn't shit myself, puke, or pass out. So
It's terrifying.
yeah, I don't know why anyone would sign up for an arena show. Like I say that, like I think I could at some point could imagine myself signing up for like a normal Kill Tony episode again, but that was not like, they are very quick to boo. I wasn't good. I deserved, when they booed me internally, I did laugh a little bit because I was like, real. that's real.
Real.
Yeah.
But here's the thing is like there is a point to where like it's just a minute. People should not be booing. But those are the
they
high
booed,
of the
I think,
high,
10
like
seconds into me
they're
speaking.
like the Kill Tony. Yeah, exactly. And it's like, how is that not gonna make you fuck
And
up or
the
like fuck up the
comic
energy?
section was booing a lot, I heard.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Talk about shady people.
That's
Yeah,
not
there
nice.
were just they were just like a lot of, I think because people know me as a photographer, there was a little butt hurtness. But also, if you were a man, I was the last call of the day and I was a girl. So they were pulling a woman.
Yeah, I mean, either way, it doesn't matter. It doesn't. Whoever's gonna get pulled up there is fucking getting pulled up there, regardless whether people like it or not.
Yeah, I think I just should have like pulled something from that original open mic set that I did. That's like all I would have
Critiqued.
Yeah, I just should have done something. I had never said what I said before.
Yeah.
I wrote it like way too close to that happening.
Mm-hmm. I
And
mean,
never said it on stage.
Well, so that's a mistake that I made. A couple of the jokes that I had just like, I was
they
like,
sound so good.
why the fuck did I do that?
Say them to yourself,
Yeah,
they sound so good.
Stupid, right?
And then I'll like run it by you. I'll run it by literally just Alex, and she's like, "I love that," and I'm like, "She loves it. I'm gonna say it."
It's fine. I think you're funny, so it's. But that's the thing is, I'm your fan. You can't trust me with my opinion. You can't trust my opinion.
Yeah, it is funny because I think one of my good friends, Jabri, I sent him the live version of it as well, and he had heard the first part of that joke, like when I first like kind of told him about it. I like texted him, and he didn't hear the second part where I like joke about being like easily date rapeable.
I can't. I don't know if we're gonna be able to finish this podcast.
You just put the bleep over that.
No, I don't bleep shit. I'm just laughing. It's hilarious.
I mean, it's on. Everyone can see the joke. Like, they can hear what I said.
Mm.
But I didn't run that half by anybody.
Yeah.
That half wasn't good. I should have just said what I say to people when they genuinely ask me about my health issues, which is that it's just like maintaining a shitty car. I should have just said that. That was way fun. That was way better.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is like it's the people that are watching you. You don't know who's watching you. Because like if it's a bunch of me's watching you, you're gonna have a packed crowd just laughing their asses
like,
off.
At this point in my life, the only people around me are like just a bunch of comics that like, I don't know. I don't think any of them found that joke funny, but I don't really care.
Yeah.
Nobody tore me apart for the joke, at least. They just tore me apart for the performance.
I mean, yeah, it's I got torn apart for my performance too, so I feel you.
Yeah, I haven't been torn apart on Reddit. I know you're not supposed to read it. You're not supposed to. Blah, 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 blah. I'm going to.
Yeah.
I'm going to every time.
Yeah.
I'm nosy.
Yeah. We want to know what people think about us. I did too.
I also like. I think I cared a lot. I cared a lot for like 3 days. 3 to like 4 days. Well, never mind. 3 to 4 days afterwards, I cared a lot and was like spiraling and was like, "You're an idiot. You should have never signed up." Like, that was horrible. And then I just really didn't give a shit about it afterwards.
Yeah.
But that's how I feel about reading the comments now, though. For a second, I'll be like, rude. And then I'm like, okay, it's fine.
Yeah, but like now, like, okay, so now from your experience, from how you felt like right after to now, like you feel like you're just like fuck it, like you don't care anymore?
Yeah, it doesn't really matter because like I don't know how to say this without sounding like an asshole. It's not like I had like it's not like I was someone with a deep dream of being a comic that signed up and did bad on Kill Tony.
Yeah.
I just like I do love comedy and I love working in it. Don't know how you guys do that all the time. I mean, I know like an arena is a little much, but yeah, I think the stakes were a lot lower for me.
Yeah, definitely.
So honestly, my biggest worry when I got off stage is I immediately like went up to Billy and I was like, my boyfriend. I was like, I'm so sorry. I was like, I'm so sorry because I mentioned having a boyfriend. I was like, I shouldn't have even said that.
Yeah.
But they were talking about nasty things, and I didn't want them to think that they had a chance.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's I do the same thing when some strange guy walks up to me in public, so I'm just like, yeah, I'm married.
Yeah.
I don't even want to have I mean, I know you're not even hitting on me, but I'm just telling you I'm married because I don't even want none of that to happen. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Although we had a group of people talking about octopus dildos the other day, and have you seen those on Instagram?
Yeah.
They're uncomfortably large.
You mean just like the tentacle?
The wrong, like,
Yeah.
the long. This is fake.
When Chris and I went to Austin for the my first time going to Austin, I went with him and we went to like Terry Black's and then we didn't know what to do afterwards. So naturally, I was like, let's go to a sex shop. This is my boss, who's like 15 years older than me and not at all weird. We're not weird, like, you know, we're not weird together. But we walked into the store and they had a bunch of those and they were like different colors and stuff. And I went over and I like picked one up and I was like, Chris, you said you wanted this, right? This is what you were looking for? And he's like looking at me like, stop fucking screaming that across the store. And then the lady came out from around the counter and she was like, we have so many more in the back. Different sizes. And I was like, what? I was like, no, it was a joke. It was a bit. I don't want this. I don't even understand the shape.
I don't understand any of it. I don't, because it's logically, as a woman, that shit don't fit.
No, it's also...
It's just for... I think it's just for... the imagination?
The hentai porn people?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Maybe it's just imagination. But why are they so big and large? Why can't you just make a mini octopus tentacle? Why not just tiny
an average
one?
Octopus tentacle?
Yeah. Why can't we get a normal size? Like, it's got to be 12 feet long.
Yeah, the beauty standards for the octopi.
Yeah. Now we're going to have guys start identifying their dicks as octopus tentacles. And
they're not.
Yeah, no.
They're not.
We don't need.
I was like, I'm going to be really cute and nice after I get food at because... Just smile and wave, boys, because
that's the best way to handle it.
Yeah. Well, also, once the crowd booed me, I was like, okay, well, I also saw the beers you guys were being served, so I don't even know if you guys know what's going on. Because it's the end of the show. I know that crowd is... What's funny is there's, when I went on Reddit and was, like, searching for, like, my, you know, me. All that you can see, like, repeated out of the entire... fucking show is there's a time like grab or whatever, or timestamp. It's like 2 hours and 29 minutes into the show, which is like 10 minutes after I got off. And so at first I was like worried or something. I had a fear that I was just being made fun of on the internet. Then I go and check and it's just some man that like bites at his, like, I don't know if that's his wife next to him. I hope it is, because if it's not, then that's just like even crazier.
What?
But he like goes to like, he's like jokingly like bite kissing her, like bite like, and then goes like towards her mouth, and she like, and that's all anybody keeps screen recording and putting on Reddit. And I think that's so funny that everybody is getting drowned out.
Yeah. By
this one random audience member that they happen to catch.
How did I miss that? Because sometimes it's probably because I walk away and I'm just listening sometimes.
It's like literally a 2-second,
Yeah,
that's why it's so funny that
that's crazy.
saw that so many people saw it and were like, this.
Yeah, this is what the thing is. No, but it can be helpful because, like, that's what I was saying, like, on my episode, like, what's that? The Helena, the girl that the electrician worker girl.
Oh yeah.
And then the Capitol lady always, she's always on there, so she's like a prominent person on the show that's like well known, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was just like, that's great for me. That's great. I had some people talk shit. I'm like, most of it's valid, cool. I accept it. But nobody said I'm an ugly bitch, so I'm cool.
Yeah, nobody said I was ugly. In fact, somebody said I thought she was cute.
Yeah.
Emoji. So I was like, and then somebody responded and was like, she was, or she is. And I was like, thank you.
Yeah. See? I'll
Incel.
take that
Number
all day.
5.
I don't know if somebody was out there just like, this bitch she needs to change her whole face.
Yeah, especially 'cause,
I
like,
would be like, jeez.
What's funny is before we went into like the arena itself to watch the show and like wait to see who got called, I was telling Billy how annoyed I was that I did my makeup before we left the house that day, because we left at like 3 p.m. Not even, maybe like 2 p.m. to get there.
Yeah.
Because sign-ups started, I think, like 4 or 5. And I think, yeah, we got there really early. Too early. Thought there was going to be a lot more people. But my makeup by the time I got called, my makeup had been on for like 7.5 hours. And I just remember thinking, like, as soon as I got up there, I was like, oh my God, I really hope that, like, my makeup's not peeling. Like, you know when it, like, dries out and you look like crusty? I was like, please don't call me crusty on Reddit.
Yeah. That would not be fun.
I do feel slightly triggered when I hear the song Crazy now.
I'm going to play it right now. I don't care about YouTube moderation. Yeah. No, you sang really good, actually. I thought you sang good. For the circumstances. Obviously, it wasn't phenomenal. You probably would have been phenomenal if you were in a comfortable situation.
Yeah,
but that is not a
I
comfortable
kill it
situation.
at karaoke, guys.
Exactly. I sang Baby Got Back for my first time at karaoke, and I had a
That's
great
funny.
time. I
Yeah.
can't sing because I sound bad. Like, I just sound bad.
At, why am I blanking on Chumley's?
Yeah.
At Chumley's, I sang Part of Your World at, like, the end of the night. It was, like, really late, and I sang Part of Your World, and the bar was, like, you know, supremely drunk by then. And they fucking loved that shit. That shit was so funny. The grown men loving the Disney is hilarious.
Yeah. That's a good time. I never get to do the late night hangs at like Chumley's or anything. So I always have to come home. No, you're good. It's all used equipment.
Yeah, I wish I would have started hanging out more earlier, because I only really hung out towards like the end of living here.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I could have had friends this whole time.
Yeah.
Because I only saw everyone at like Beachside Retro. I was like, the idea, until I started taking photos, the idea of like hanging out at other things was like not, like, I would go to shows, but I wouldn't like hang.
Yeah. No, I feel you.
But then I started taking pictures, and now I'm just like, wherever I want to go.
Yeah, because we didn't really start like talking until you were like taking pictures. I think I don't know when you started taking pictures, I don't think, but
I started around like, well, I didn't start actually seriously trying until like March, April of last year.
mm-hmm.
But the first time I ever really started at shows was probably around the new year of 2024.
Yeah.
I remember seeing, like, I knew I had seen you a few times at the open mics.
Yeah.
I just really like didn't speak to people for a while.
Yeah.
I would just like do what I had to do and then leave.
Yeah. It's sometimes the better way to live too, anyways, regardless.
Yeah, but then I started talking to these weirdos, and now I live in Austin.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I just really wanted pizza from the green room, aka my boss's office, and I just
you fucked up.
I fucked up. I opened my mouth.
Yeah,
opened my mouth in a room full of men, and here I am.
And pizza. Talk about Hillary Clinton. I can't do this like post fucking pneumonia or whatever the fuck I had. I can't. I'm trying not to cough into the mic, but I'm laughing so goddamn hard. Oh my God, I'm sorry. It's going to be the most disgusting podcast.
That's okay. I keep accidentally swallowing into the mic, so it's just like
great. Thank you for evening it out. No, this is perfect. Oh my God. Yeah. No, I mean, no, they're great people. Most of them, all of them.
I also, sorry, this is just a random thought that I had while reading the like Reddit posts about the episode. When I was up there, I was like, Joe Rogan is so nice. Like, he is smiling so much at me. Like, this is making me feel so comfortable.
Yeah.
Like, he was smiling so much. And then, because where the comic section was, we couldn't see that well. Like, we could see, like, the project. Like, we could see, like, the jump, whatever they call that.
Wait, there was a post?
There, we were on, like, the side of the stage.
Yeah, you can, yeah.
So you can't see the actual stage. You can only see kind of, like, what's being shown on the screens. But yeah, he was so, like, literally, like, the whole time I was up there. And then when I was reading all the Reddit, like, screenshots and everything, it's just, like, different photos of where he is just so clearly, like, tripping balls.
Yeah.
Just peeking on shrooms.
Yeah.
And I was like, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
Doesn't that suck to find that out later? You're just like, damn.
That's fine. It was fine in the moment. It was just funny because I was like, that makes... Because I was like, wow, he's, like, really smiley of a person. Because he smiled the whole time, too. Like, everyone that was up there, he was just like...
I did notice that. He was just, like, smiling, yeah. I was like, he must just be really enjoying this and just, like, he just seemed like the happiest guy on earth.
He was just so happy.
That makes sense that he was on mushrooms. It's funny. Yeah, I would have been like, damn, he didn't listen to my set. He would have been like, he's just, like, staring at all the colors in the crowd.
Yeah, they only, I feel like, paid attention when I started talking about tubes.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they were like, yeah, they were, Joe Rogan just, yeah, he looked out there.
Bro was just on
and then
planet.
Adam Ray's full in character, so he's waiting
Shout
for the
out
right
Adam Ray
moment.
for saving me.
Oh my God, that was great though.
Yeah, he's probably the only reason that went well, so that was really nice.
I don't know. I think you would have sang good. I mean, Rogan did suggest you sing too, though.
I know. I thought I was gonna,
which was a savior as well, I think.
Yeah. I yes, because I mean, I kind of wish I wouldn't have had to sing.
Yeah.
But I think I would have just gotten kicked off if I didn't sing. I think he was like fed. I think he was like just done. Like all night it had been people that didn't really do. There was like maybe one really good bucket pull.
Yeah.
Like, and by good, I just like one that was good and the set was good.
Yeah.
Like, because there were some people that the set wasn't great, but their interviews were just so like it was just so eventful and funny that it was like cool. Like I forget his name. What is it? Deepak, the guy that had like the eyes.
Oh yeah, the shaky eyes. Yeah.
But yeah, I never sang in front of that many people.
It's terrifying.
It's terrifying, yeah.
But you did good for being like terrified. I mean,
yeah, I did think I was gonna pass out a lot.
Yeah.
When I was behind the curtain, I like said it to I think like 3 different people. I was like, I might pass out, and everyone back there was like, do it on stage.
Yeah.
Just do it on stage. Why not? Like if you're gonna do it, you're here. I was like, okay. Sounds good.
Yeah, they're just like
that, and then
get out there.
2 different people asked me about my cornicello, but I'm like I'm like freaking out internally, and like not really like I was speaking a little bit. I really like Heidi. She was really nice.
Yeah,
she was like so nice.
That's good.
But yes, people kept like talking about this, and I was like trying to like form words, and I'm like, it's a cornicello. It's Italian. Like I'm gonna pass out. Please stop asking me about my fucking necklace.
Stop asking me about my cornicello. Oh my God.
Because it's funny because I didn't do that at all. Though I was very obviously like nice about it and like
yeah. Your Italian ancestors are just rolling over in their grave.
Yeah, I'm like being really nice.
Yeah.
And because the people that asked me, they have them is why they asked. And an Italian person gave it to them, which is how you're supposed to get one. It's like, you're not supposed to buy it yourself. But I don't know. It just made me laugh because I was like, what Italian on the Kill Tony crew team is handing out cornicellos? Because it's not a coincidence. They had to have been from the same person.
Yeah. That's funny. That's hilarious. Oh, how did you feel like right after you got off stage? Were you like just like
I was freaking out.
like full panic?
Full panic because I just thought my boyfriend was going to be really mad at me.
But he wasn't.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't at all. He didn't really like I think he was more annoyed hearing the comic section boo than he was with me, but
yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't say his name though. I just said I had a boyfriend that's a comic. I never said his name on stage. I think that would have been worse. It was more that I didn't want like I don't know. I didn't want him to get like, oh, why'd you let your girlfriend sign? Because he already kind of got that from some people. Like, why'd you let your girlfriend sign up for it? And he's like, why do you assume I let her do it?
Yeah,
anything?
that's
like,
what people assume. Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, whatever. I mean, it happened the way it did. I mean, either way.
Yeah. So like, I just didn't know when it was gonna come out.
Yeah.
And then it was just like a random Friday.
Yeah.
I was just like chilling, and 3 different people sent me the like, we're posting the HEB day 1, like the photo that they posted for that. And I was like, thanks, guys.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, that's the worst, that the not knowing. Because I assumed it was 4 weeks because I had looked at the past episodes.
That's what I did.
And then I realized that it's not always like that. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, how am I supposed to know?
Yeah, I did watch last year's, like, 'cause I didn't watch it last year, but I watched last year's New Year's Eve show, and it was funny to see what they did, like, better this year. I think last year they had the comics in, like, a weird kind of far section, and I think they might have been calling them, like, pretty close to when, like, because they did it where they were, like, holding up names if you were in the comic section. And you got, like, your name called, they came over and pulled you first, like they do at Poor Choices.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, if they're calling your name and you are it's hard to, like, make it through all the, like, shit you have to do, and then just pop out.
Yeah, no, I was there last year, and they were figuring it out during the show.
Yes,
and I was like, they're just now figuring out how to call people. I'm like, oh, no.
Yeah,
people are out of breath
a lot
and
more
shit.
Prepared. When he had because they did it with, like I said, it was a whiteboard, and they just wrote the name and, like, held it up because our section wasn't, like, huge. And Carly Anderson.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've met her. She's a comic. She's also, like, she's dating Kam Patterson, but she's super funny, super cool.
Yeah, I've seen her on Instagram. I follow her and everything, so I know who she is. I just haven't met her.
I just recently, like, fully met her. I like her a lot. She's really nice, and she spells her name the right way.
Yeah.
But when I first saw my name, I just saw Carly and fully was like, oh, nice, Carly Anderson got called. Good for her.
Yeah.
And even
so it didn't even click. You're just like,
guy,
okay.
I don't know if I'm just gonna say the guy because I don't know if I'm name dropping people, but who works for Kill Tony that calls your fucking name that everybody,
Cole.
that everybody knows. Yeah, I just didn't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
But he before he finished writing it was pointing to her, like, as well, and then he wrote, like, Rose, and it was like, oh, that's not Carly Anderson.
Oh no.
Yeah, I was sitting there with my pants fully unbuttoned and my belt undone. That was a humbling experience.
Oh my God.
And the seats are so close because they're like, they're like stadium seats, and so you're, like, shuffling, and I'm all the way at the, like, far side, so I'm, like, shuffling through all the people, buttoning my fucking high-waisted pants that have 5 goddamn buttons. Yeah. And they're still too big. Skinny queen.
I had some girl was leaning on me pretty much at the arena show
the whole time.
And I was like just chilling in my chair, and I'm assuming it was a comedian because she was in the comic section and she was just straight, like, all over my shit.
I wonder if she
was
drunk.
I'm just like, dude, probably.
There were a lot, which is so crazy.
I just keep to myself.
I can't imagine getting, like, shit-faced before doing that. I would cry.
Yeah. I wouldn't be able to control any of my emotions at all. Nothing would be locked down. Yeah.
If they booed, I'd be like, you guys are being really mean.
Yeah. Yeah. Start crying. Just full on
I'm
panic.
like, no, I'm fine. It's just they're being really rude.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be horrible?
Yeah, you're like, I'm being really vulnerable with you guys right now.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly how I'd react. I'd be like, no, I need to get out of here.
And
I'd
then it
probably
would,
just run off the stage and jump.
That's what my closer friends that don't, are not involved in comedy, when they watched it, they were like, the fact that you kept speaking is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I would have left. I would have had to just leave. The second I heard a boo, I would have had to just leave. And I was like, I would have never been able to go out again. I would have felt like such a pussy.
Yeah. No, it's I thought about it the other day. I was like, man, like how did I get on that? Like, how did I physically walk out there? Because like you think about it, like going to like the next like a big room. It's like, how the fuck did I even walk out there? Am I ever gonna be able to do that again?
Literally the same way you do. Like, I don't know how else to put this. Not to compare it to pain, but like the same way I've done anything else painful in my life. I'm like, just do it.
Yeah.
I'm like, do it now. Do it
Just,
now,
like,
or you're
shut
never gonna
off.
do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I mean, it's like I don't know. That must be how. Just like shut it off. Yeah. Because I don't like ever actively think about it. Like, oh, I know how to shut that button off.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like in the moment, I'm just like, all right, got to do it. It's done. Got to do it. Go out there, try not to fuck it up. But sometimes I do. It's fine. But the camera photography shit's going.
Yeah, that's going really well. I'm.
I
good at
see who
that.
you out there taking pictures of. A little bit of Mark Norman out there.
Yeah, that
what
was
the
fun.
fuck? That's cool.
Yeah, that was a cool opportunity. Shout out Jake Stone.
Yeah.
Um.
Jake's the best.
Yeah, that was fun. That was also cool because I know I've heard that he does that where he'll do like a mini like 6th Street tour almost and pop into like different rooms. But it was cool that he did like Maggie Mae's, because popping into like a comedy club is one thing, but popping into like a little bar show is kind of, not that Maggie Mae's is little, sorry, but it's not a comedy club.
Yeah. No, like not like a prominent comedy club that's like well known. Yeah. No, it's really
very
cool.
Quickly to the mothership afterwards,
Yeah.
at least.
Yeah. No, when I saw that, I was like, oh shit, you out there fucking.
Yeah, when I got booked for that, I was just told it was like a super secret drop-in, and like nobody, like he wouldn't tell us who it was until I think like that day we found out who it was.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah,
it's exciting. So he had ahead of time notice and everything too.
Yeah, it was like a couple days. It wasn't like a huge. I think it was just that like he would be in town around that time, and he's just known to like.
Okay. Yeah.
Pop in, and then I guess he probably like secured it at some point that he was going to.
Yeah.
I think it was it was his opener, Corbin Lemaster, I think is his last name. He was really funny too. I liked him a lot. He was very nice. But his opener, I think, is who helped get that set up.
Yeah, I've noticed that's one thing I just started learning about, that a lot of the openers kind of like assist in communication type stuff. I actually had no awareness about that. Zero awareness that was a thing. When you tour with somebody, I figured you were just an opener. But it's pretty much like a actual job almost, which is interesting. Kind of personally makes me want to skip that step and try to make my way to.
I think it also depends on the person. Some people might already have a person that they want to do certain things, like an actual like assistant or manager or some shit.
Yeah.
I feel like especially more established comics.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I also think even if you're not expected to do anything, just if you wanted to like earn brownie points, helping get like random bookings and stuff is.
Yeah, I guess that's true. If you're booking together.
Yeah, and you're just like networking, because then it's also another thing you get to do.
Yeah,
like,
unless
he's booked, you're booked.
Yeah,
so.
Unless you're like, I guess it was like because I've had somebody reach out to me on like other stuff that's not just booking. Like they're making like posters and doing videos and doing stuff like that.
Yeah,
and I'm
I
like,
don't think his opener does all that shit.
I was like, I don't know.
Shout out him, but like I don't.
I think some of them do and some don't. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's, I don't know. I just won't be doing that for somebody else. I would definitely like, yeah, help book places and stuff, but the other shit, I'm like, oh,
Yeah, no, I didn't
I
know
can't
that.
be someone's assistant on top of trying to be a comedian. But I don't mind helping with like the booking shit because obviously that benefits everybody. But yeah, that's a lot. Because that's almost like having a boss, and now it's what
Yeah.
I'm trying to get away from.
It would be fun. Like, I've thought about how fun it would be to do, like, to be able to go on tour as a photographer with somebody.
Yeah.
Because I haven't met him yet, actually, but David Lucas is photographer. And I think he's someone that does, like, a lot for him. But
Yeah.
I haven't met him in person somehow, but he's super nice and always lets me ask, like, random dumbass questions about cameras because I know nothing. But that just seems fun to like be able to like travel and do the photos and stuff.
Yeah.
So I think that, or like, I don't care if it's like gay. I want to be a photographer at the mothership. That's my like one of my goals.
It's not gay at all. That's really fucking cool. And if you want it, you'll get it. Fucking Law, Law.
Mm-hmm.
I talked to him when I first went out to Austin. Was it July? Yeah, it was July when I got pulled on Kill Tony. I thought he was. I still have to tell him this story because I don't think he remembers. But I told him I called him a different name because I thought he was somebody else.
That's funny.
Because I think all black people look like. Because I called him Sean.
Oh my.
Because they look similar to me, so I was like, oh shit. So I didn't. We started talking, even though we both glazed over it and just started talking. So we kind of became we're not like friends, but
yeah, he's very nice.
Super
I've taken
nice
pictures of
guy.
him a couple times.
Yeah, and he was that day that we talked, he was telling me how he wanted to eventually be a door guy at the mothership. Fucking look at him.
Yeah,
look
he
at
was
him now,
actually,
you know what I'm saying?
At the New Year's Eve show, I ran into him. I was sitting with like Jay Legend after we had like signed up and we're just like chilling until the doors opened. And he came up to us because he was on the show that night, just doing like a minute. And that was funny because we were like, why are you out here? What are you doing here?
Yeah.
You have a badge. Use it.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah. And then I think he did just end up hanging out, because like, yeah, if I could go hang out backstage the whole time, why the fuck would you be out here with all of us like normie sign up people?
Yeah.
Get out of here.
That's funny. Yeah, but he did that. You could do that shit if you want it.
Yeah, it's fun. I one of the photographers at Mothership, Z Pics by Joe is his Instagram thing.
Yeah, I follow him. He takes great photos.
Yeah, he was at like HEB that night, and it took everything in me to not be like, that's Z Pics by Joe. Like, hi Joe Rogan. That's my Joe. It's my Rogan right there.
Yeah.
I DM'd him that after because I followed him and he ended up actually like following me back. And I ended up DMing him and being like, because I think he had posted photos from that night, and I was like, it took everything in me not to like say hi. And he was like, I was right there. And then he sent me some photos he had from that night of me, and I was like, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Maybe, have you ever thought about hitting him up and asking him to, like, if he could be your mentor at the mothership?
No, because when it comes to the mothership, I'm very careful about like
how you move,
how
and
I
stuff.
move, and like how I like about like trying to get a job there. I mean, I'll mess with Jay Legend to be like, get me a job there, but that's because I know that he is not like going up to anybody and being like, get her a job. Like,
no, yeah,
it's more like a joke between him and I. But I like to just be careful because I never want to seem desperate. I feel like there's a lot of desperation in this community.
Yeah. So it could be perceived a different way. Yeah.
I don't want to be perceived as that, or like someone that's just trying to get or use somebody as like a stepping stone to get something.
You know, that's true, because like,
even if that's not my intention.
Yeah, even if it's not your intention, because like my next step is trying to like, I guess just as a comparison, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to like, but like I want to open for somebody that's a little more not prominent, but like above my level.
Yeah.
So like it's like I'm trying to get into the improv now in Orlando and just do like a guest spot for somebody. And I'm not quite at like I could do a guest spot for somebody a little bit bigger. So I'm like, well, the people that are a little bit like closer to me are more like, even, people that just aren't well known kind of thing. And I thought about hitting somebody up about opening for some or doing a guest spot for somebody, but I was like, no, never mind. Because again, like you don't want to people because every guy in this town wants that.
Yeah.
Every guy here wants that. So you're gonna be.
I will say at least with here, a lot of people do know you here.
Yeah.
At this point, and at least people here know that like you work for like what you want. You're not someone that just like expects anything or gets like handed it all the time. So
well, I appreciate that.
So I feel like if I like there are other photographers that I just get to see a lot more around the scene. The Mothership photographers, other than this one Andreas, but he's like honestly like he's like a free agent of comedy photography. Like he works, I think, primarily with Mothership and Creek, but he's just like everywhere. So he other than him though, the Mothership photographers are not hanging out like anywhere. Z-Pics by Joe, love you, old.
Yeah. That's why I said mentor, because he's very experienced. He could probably teach you a lot of stuff, because I'm sure learning photography takes a long time. Just like anything else.
I'm also okay with like waiting a little bit before trying to, because I want to do more with all the clubs around Austin, so that way when I do like, because you can send like, you can email your resume to like the Mothership anytime you want, and they will check it. And like when I tried to get like I was just seeing if they had serving jobs when I first moved here, and they emailed me back like right away, and it wasn't like maybe it was an automated response, but it didn't seem like the most automated response I've gotten from jobs.
Yeah.
It was just basically them being like, we're not hiring right now. But like, thanks.
Yeah.
And we'll keep your resume or whatever. But yeah, I'm okay with shooting. Like, I just started shooting more shows at Velveeta Room. That one's fun. It's just a lot of editing. It's very yellow room.
Yeah, you're just like building your resume pretty much now too, which is good because like you have you have the photos of Mark Norman now. You have like other stuff that other people you're taking photos of. You take photos of Cam. You've taken photos of other people.
Yeah.
So it's like
Cam is like the most photogenic person I've ever taken photos of.
Yeah.
Like comedy wise.
Yeah.
Because even when his like making like a very exaggerated like silly kind of face.
Yeah.
It's still like, I don't know how else to put it. Like, it's not like, oh, Cam looks ugly in that. It's like, oh, he's making a face.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, when I make a face, it's like, I don't know what you look like when you don't make that face. You might look like that.
Yeah.
He also has really nice skin, which is really fucking annoying.
Yeah.
No pores on that boy.
Yeah. Well, black people.
Black people.
They got great skin.
Cheers to February or whatever.
Yeah, this is Black History Month. We're celebrating right here in this house.
Yeah. Drop your fucking skincare routines.
Yeah. Just coconut oil is all they're going to tell us. White people just start using coconut oil, but it makes us break out. It's different for us.
Maybe it's also,
we got bad genetics. I
also feel like though I like need to try like the right coconut oil, because I probably just bought coconut oil from the store, and I feel like there's different like refined versions
refined
of it.
And unrefined. Yeah, extra virgin, unrefined.
Like there's like, okay, you can cook with this, and then there's like, but don't put it on your face.
Yeah.
No, why would you do that?
Yeah. Or don't, if you put it on your face, don't cook with it.
Yeah, I feel like I wouldn't buy coconut oil from the hair aisle and be like, oh, I ran out of vegetable. Let me.
Yeah. No, don't do that. Little vitamin E oil in your whatever the fuck you're cooking with.
Whatever you're cooking.
I don't even cook anything with coconut oil. I've tried before, but it just changes the flavor.
It changes the flavor too much. I want to like, and I try to like gaslight myself into thinking it doesn't, but it does.
It does. It doesn't taste good either. It tastes bad. Yeah. I don't even know what they're selling us anymore. It's probably not even coconut oil. It's probably why it's making us break out. It's just, yeah.
Have you seen the ladies that put beef tallow on their face?
Beef tallow?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got some.
Do you?
Wanna
See, but
try
is it a skincare brand? Like, is
It is a
like
skincare brand,
Okay, like
yeah.
that's one thing. I
Yeah.
don't know if you should go to Walmart and buy like a jar of beef tallow and
Just
go
like
home
beef
and
tallow
slather it on
that
your
you
face.
fry
like,
your shit
yeah.
in. Yeah, no, don't buy that. Yeah, that's what people are doing.
Yeah.
And it's not good. There's too much homesteading on the internet. Get these homestead bitches out of here. We
These
don't
fucking
need
trad wives.
we don't need these sourdough making bitches up in here. Get them out of here. Yeah,
I
no.
don't like the way people talk about their. I understand it's alive, but you don't need to talk about the sourdough starter like it's a person. Freaks me out.
It's pretty gross the way it sounds too.
Freaks me out.
Yeah. It's got a lot of holes in it.
The fact I really had to like reconcile with the fact that kombucha exists and what the SCOBY looks like what the fucking
It's so gross.
because my roommate once tried to make it and she bought this I'm not kidding, the jar was massive. We had to keep it on the floor, and she grew like a SCOBY that big, and I was like, it's gonna kill us. It's gonna cut out of that jar one day and kill us.
I feel like Ghostbusters.
Yeah. Maybe they were just chasing
big
around a bunch of
slime ball.
SCOBYs.
Yeah, a bunch of scobies.
You were just chasing the mother.
Yeah. Before they turned into kombucha.
Yeah.
It took 25 years.
This is what happens when you don't feed it and whatever the fuck else you do. That's the other thing. Why do we use these terms?
Why are we feeding
Why are
it?
you feeding your sourdough
Why are you
starter
feeding
and
it?
burping it?
Yeah.
What is going on?
Burping?
What is going on?
That's so true. What are you doing? It's not a baby.
It's not a baby. As a barren woman, you can't pretend things are babies.
Next thing you know, sourdough's going to start throwing up on them. They're going to have to change its diaper. I got to change my sourdough's diaper.
It does. It overflows out of the jar.
Yeah, so they have to change the diaper. That's a new term for you sourdough ladies. You want to change your diaper?
You've soiled your jar.
You soiled your jar. Oh, God. I don't know. That's hilarious. Yeah. No, I tried sourdough and I'm not that homesteady.
I love sourdough is the thing. It's one of my favorite breads.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to make it.
No.
I'm going to pay for that convenience. There are some conveniences
It's too difficult.
I'm going to pay for.
Yeah. 'Cause if it takes 10 days to make.
If I have to burp it.
Yeah.
If I have to burp it and it's throwing up all over my counter.
We took it out for a reason. I don't need an extra thing to take care of. Yeah. No.
Yeah, and I'm not even good at owning plants.
Yeah.
And the thing is if you fuck up the sourdough starter, then I don't know what happens, but I just know people aggressively throw it away. So it sounds like it's way worth it to just buy the loaf of sourdough bread.
Oh, yeah. I aggressively threw mine away. Aggressively. I don't even know how I take care of my own pets because I can't take care of anything.
My dog flips his bowl. My dog flips his bowl when he wants things because he knows I'll
He's
forget.
like, bitch.
Because sometimes I'll when you're going to do a task.
Yeah.
And then you pass by another task.
Yeah.
So I'll be going to do laundry and I'll be like, oh, his bowl's empty. Fill it. And then I'll go do the laundry and then I'll go to get his food, which is near the kitchen. And I'm like, ew, the dishes. And then I do the dishes and then the laundry's done. So now I got to switch that. And then by the time I'm doing all that, Otis is playing flip cup with his bowl. Bitch, it's 3.
Yeah.
Feed me. But he's 11, so he's survived long
That's
enough.
hilarious that he flips it. Our cat, Bushytail, the big fat one, he'll push the bowl off the
I like the way cats
table.
nudge things.
Yeah.
It's
they're just
very
like,
funny.
bitch.
Yeah, they're very petty about it.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And I like the way they do it, and then you'll be like, stop, because they're near the edge, and then they stop, look at you,
Yeah.
and do it.
Stare at you while they do it.
It's like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that cats don't care.
Yeah. No, it's great. Yeah. So would you sign up for Kill Tony again? Are you going to? Mothership, you think?
Not anytime soon, because
Yeah.
I haven't really done any comedy, since then, and I feel like I shouldn't just keep only doing comedy on big stages.
Yeah.
Because prior to the New Year's Eve, I hadn't been on stage since we did Grumbies together. So this is a big change. And even there, I once again spoke way too fast and didn't have a full, 4 minutes? I had 2 minutes and 50 seconds. And
I don't know.
And I just remember being like, Sarah, I'm done.
You did
I was like,
great,
Mom,
though.
come back.
Because it was like your second time on stage? Or
Yeah,
I don't even know.
Kill
Yeah.
Tony was my third. I think I
Yeah.
told him it was my fifth. I'm sorry I lied.
You didn't lie. You fucking blacked out because you didn't know how to react.
It was just someone else said, I think I heard someone else, or like someone, it was like their first or second time doing comedy, and they reacted very like viscerally to that. So I was like, I'm not going to say that.
Yeah.
I'd rather lie.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fine.
Everyone lies on their resume.
Yeah, it's fine. I don't think anyone should care at all, to be honest, but some people are just like weird about it. Because people are so judgmental for no goddamn reason. It's so like thank God I went on Kill Tony, because now I watch it with such a different perspective. I'm like, oh my God, these poor people.
Well, I felt bad for like I know now personally, if I had never ever done stand up a day in my life, I would not have signed up, period.
Yeah, no.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
Just because like
First time is scary.
First time is scary, especially if you don't even have a history of like public speaking. That alone, like the being able to go up in front of people and talk is like
I would throw up.
Yeah. So I don't fully get that. And I'm pretty sure this one of the guys that signed up, that's kind of like, I felt bad because they called the wrong name and sent him out.
I saw that.
And then he didn't go well, and then they kicked him off very quickly.
Yeah.
Him, I did feel bad for because I feel like he just got really railroaded there.
Yeah, he got railed all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not fun at all. But, I mean, some people need that sometimes to be told how it is. Get the fuck out of here. But
yeah, but I think it's fine in the moment. I do think it's funny, though, and I know they're just a bunch of, like, incels with nothing better to do. But the Kill Tony Reddit fandom, it's funny the how much they judge people signing up, because it's like, I get it. I think it's crazy to sign up if you've never done comedy a day in your life.
Yeah.
But if you don't want that to be the thing, change the rules.
Yeah.
Change the rules. The rules are that anybody can sign up.
Yeah, that's true. That's the thing, is for people to get angry and annoyed at something that's just a fact is just like, well, what are you angry about? You're watching it. You're the one watching it.
Like, we all played the lottery and you're just mad I won.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's true. It's true. People are angry. People get angry. People change too. Did you have people like change the way they treat you after too?
No, it also took so long to come out, and because it wasn't like a regular Monday show, I don't know if that many, other than the comics that were there that night, I don't think that many comics have like overly seen it.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't like a regular Monday episode. And
yeah, you don't need to give a shit. Yeah, no, I guess it's different living in the area too, because it's almost become like a lot of people that live there have gotten on.
Yeah, like anytime I say it, people are like, "Oh, on my debut," like they'll just like they've already been on, like, so I've met people that have been on like 6 times. I'm like, "How did you do that?"
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's been on a long time, so if you've been like a religious signer upper.
Yeah, that's one thing that I know. I guess it's just from like if you live out of town, like if you live out of town, it's just different because people's perception of what it is different. Because when you're there, what it is isn't.
Well, also when you're I feel like when you're at Poor Choices, that whole thing is a little different because your name gets like loudly called out, and then everyone sees you leave from wherever you are and come back, and it's just like a whole like that's part of the whole experience. That didn't really that wasn't part of my Kill Tony experience.
Yeah, it's different. Yeah,
like I feel like even when I don't know, even when people don't know you, they're usually pretty nice when you get back after Poor Choices. Like they're usually like, how'd it go? Like, congrats. Whoa. Even if they don't know you. And that's nice.
Yeah.
No one was like mean to me right after. Some girl in the bathroom, this drunk girl in the bathroom, when I went in there to like panic, she was like, "Oh my God, you were just on stage." I was like, "Yeah, unfortunately." And she was like, "No, it was really, well, the comedy part. But the singing was so good." And I was like, I'm gonna go.
I feel like the impression you're doing is really fantastic right now. I don't even know who she is, and I know exactly what she looks like. She was wearing a tube top with a leather skirt.
She was very nice. She was like, I mean, it was fine. She was cool.
She was just drunk.
Yeah, she was just drunk. The beers were massive.
Yeah.
Like if I would have ordered one of those, I would have been like sloshed after a while.
Yeah. Jeez. Yeah. No, it's yeah, it's a
Like
lot.
I think the cup size they were serving beer in is like banned in New York City.
It's like 36 ounces
Yeah.
of Bud Light.
Literally. It's like PBR. It's not even Bud Light. It's
No, it's the remnants of PBR.
Yeah.
It's just what's left.
just like natties.
Yeah. The bottom of the barrel. Yeah. Well, I hope you get on again at some point.
Yeah, I think I will. If I do that, it would definitely be a lot more prepared.
Yeah, you're gonna be here tomorrow, or are you in this area at all? No. Yeah.
No, I gotta go. Billy's on a show with Sean Gardini in St. Pete, and my mom and his sister they all live on the west side of Florida. So for the next 2 days, we're in those parts.
Yeah. So you're in Orlando.
Really, like not even like we're
Not
like
even. Wait, when are you going back again?
Friday, like midday. So basically,
Friday.
like when this was it. Really, I did like one Orlando day, one Melbourne day.
Yeah.
Mom, his family or his sister, and then yeah, that's pretty much.
Yeah. Well, it's nice little.
I'll be back here though in March.
Yeah.
Because the grand opening of the surf shop.
Yeah. So I'll see you then.
Yeah, they're doing. I mean, I don't think they're your tattoo style, but they're doing a bunch of flash tattoos. We're doing like Emily, my boss's tattoo artist, is coming out and doing like small tattoos on.
Oh,
people.
that's cool. Yeah, that's really cool.
Probably gonna get at least 3.
Yeah. I might get one. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe
They're cute.
Yeah, I always
There's
get.
a
I
little
still have a
vinyl
couple
one.
random ones. Yeah, I'll get a little vinyl tattoo.
They're all like quarter sized, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got space somewhere. I'll put it right here. Right there. I'll put it in between tail. Somewhere. Yeah. I don't know how long we've been doing this for. Let me check.
Like an hour 45. Well, no, because I guess we just started.
Hour and 13 or 30. I can't read. I need new glasses. Jesus Christ. I mean, we can end it. We can end it. I think I'm only probably going to cut out the ones we talked about cutting out.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't care about anything.
No, that's fine.
2024 may be more misogynistic, and that's my final note on the podcast.
Yeah. It did.
Just clip just that.
It's fine. That's great. Perfect way to end it with a little bit of misogyny.
That's Alex's favorite.
We can always use that in
Alex
some
loves
Melbourne. Let me
misogyny.
tell you. I do. I love it. I'm actually one myself.
I know.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, well, I was asked a few times if I was a girl's girl, but I'm starting to think I'm not.
I don't think I am either. I'm only a girl's girl for the girls that
Yeah.
that are not assholes.
Yeah.
If you're not an asshole to me, I'm not going to be a girl. A girl's girl isn't a thing to me, actually. I'm going to be a friend to people. Yeah, I'm going to be a friend and a decent human being to people. And if you're not to me, go fuck yourself. And that's where I'm starting to get with some people as well as, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
my
sure you have
resolution
felt
was to be meaner.
Yeah. I did tell my husband that if I ever punch somebody in the face and go to jail, please forgive me.
And I just shit way too much. Like, I do. I poop way too much to go to jail. A metal toilet. I have IBS.
Oh my God.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
You need to talk about that on stage. Go to jail with IBS.
It's in my notes app as like a joke premise.
Oh my God. Yes, that's great. I've never heard a premise like that. That's perfect. I literally have never heard it. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's so funny. I can't believe I've never thought about that. Oh my God.
That's what I thought. That's like my only reasoning of why I wouldn't like, not like, I mean, okay, there's lots of reasons on why you don't want to go to jail.
Yeah.
But I feel like I could get past them for like the short period of time till somebody bailed me out. I would have to be there at least 24 hours if I hit a bitch.
Yeah.
That's a lot of poops.
That is indeed a lot of poops.
How do you think I stay so skinny?
Yeah. I mean, it's a good thing. You're just flushing yourself out constantly. You don't need
I don't
any
need
of
a
that
parasite cleanse.
tummy tea.
No. My tummy is the tea, bitch.
Her tummy is the tea. A tapeworm? Get out of here.
You mean my intestine?
Yeah. Oh my god. That was great. Oh my god. Oh, my jaw hurts. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I hope I can stop. Whatever the fuck's going on here is pissing me off
Yeah,
so
that is
much.
annoying.
I feel gross because of it. I don't like sounding like this. So sorry, people. I'm not sorry. Fuck you. Sorry to you. I don't give a shit about them. Yeah. No. So, drop your dates. Where are you going?
Plug yourself?
Plug yourself. You're going where? Yeah. No. Plug your Instagram.
I have a doctor appointment on March. That's where I'm going.
Yeah, and people didn't think she was funny. Oh my god. If you had a bunch of me in the crowd, you would have been the next famous person.
I have been funny since the day they removed my uterus. Once they took that womanly shit out, it was like all the funny came in.
All the funny came in?
Yeah. In me.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
all
fucking
right.
comedians does not make you funnier. It just makes you sad.
Yeah. Meredith asked me on her podcast, she said, if you weren't married, would you ever be with a comedian?
Fuck
and
no.
I instinctively said no. I was like, I would never be with someone like myself. I can't.
Yeah, I understand, like, I've met other people, like, I met another guy whose girlfriend he's a comic, girlfriend's a photographer, and I'm like, I can see that, like, the adjacent, like, but I do think if I, like, fully was like, I want to do comedy, this is my dream, I think it would definitely be a lot to get used to for a relationship.
Yeah, my husband is great. Oh my God. I'm so lucky. He could have straight divorced me and I would have been like, I understand.
There would have been a lot of material though, if he did.
Yeah, no. He's funnier than me. God. Yeah. But you're a photographer. You're a great photographer.
Thanks.
And I hope you get some gigs at some big clubs that you want to.
Yeah, hit me up. Prices are flexible because these open micers with cameras keep fucking undermining me, you little shits.
Get out of there, open micers with cameras.
Stop trading pictures for time. I can't compete. Also, hold your camera straight or straighten it in post.
They're like, no, I'll just adjust it later with the rotation.
I'm sick of these weird 2014 angles that are like, that's what it's giving.
Fish lips. Yeah. What's your photography Instagram?
It's Carls.flicks with 2 X's.
Carls Flicks, CARLS.
Yeah.
.flicks. Okay. All right. Well, thanks for coming.
We have to get to a show now.
Yeah.
We're booked and busy.
And I gotta pee.
And she's gotta piss.
And she has IBS in jail. Well, not in jail. Not yet.
Not in jail, but I do have it on the go wherever. It's
Yes.
mobile.
It's mobile IBS.
Sadly, I don't leave it at home.
Yeah. All right. Goodbye. Oh my God. It's so hard talking to you on the podcast because I'm like, I want